Thank you all for joining in today. And today is our episode number 46. And this is free Intune training provided by How to Manage Devices community. Last week, we have seen device type restrictions, device limit restrictions, right? During the MDM enrollment. Okay. And we have seen how to control the versions which users enroll into Intune, right? Using this option, right? Okay, so today what we are going to do is we are going to shift our gears today and we are going to see something bit different, right? So I'm going to look into the application protection policies, Windows information protection policies, right? Probably during this week. Okay. So before that, I need to get some things sorted out over here, right? So first thing is I don't have Office 365 mailbox over here for this particular tenant. So I need to get that first to test Windows information protection and application protection policies. So I'm going to do that. Okay. Along with that, I'm trying to extend the Intune trial also. Okay. So we will see these two things today. Okay. So what I did is I opened up office.com and I went into admin. Okay, admin is the portal, admin portal for Office 365 or Microsoft. I don't know, but what is a new name, right? There's a new name for Office 365. Okay, so for that, I went into admin portal, and in admin portal, you can see Microsoft 365 admin portal. And if I come down to billing and purchase services, you can see a Microsoft 365 E5 trial option, right? I can take a trial version of that. And if I check what are the things available in the trial version, you can see Exchange, right? This is what I need actually. Exchange Office 365 for this particular tenant. And I need access to Outlook, licenses to Outlook and all. Okay. So that is what I'm going to do today. Let's take that trial version. Okay. I didn't try this before, so probably I might get into some trouble over here. I don't know. Let's let's find out my number here. I don't remember my mobile number. That's a bit strange, but anyways. Okay, it's not allowing me to copy it now. Give me a sec. Okay. Why it is not allowing me to copy? Strange. Okay, anyways. Come on. Okay, it should be here, right? No, it's not here. Okay, let me copy from here rather than me typing everything. Okay, so might I need to enter the message now. Okay, so let me enter that. I cannot copy paste that. Okay, start free trial. Let's see how it goes, right? So it says Microsoft 365 trial now, try now. 1 month, try now. Okay, I'm going to try it. Confirmation received. Okay, fine. Continue. So we got, probably we got the Microsoft 365 license now. Okay, so let's check that from the licenses played. Microsoft 365, Microsoft 365 licenses is allocated now. Okay, as you can see, Intune, we took a Intune trial version, right? And that got expired, right? And you can see a red mark over here, right? But we continue with the subscription, or we continue with the training, because we are able to continue with the training, right? Because we had a different subscription also, that was trial version also, that was E5. Okay, and if I go to this one, probably you would be able to see manage purchases, right? If I go to manage purchases over here, there's one over here also, right? There's an option. This is enterprise mobility plus security, right? E5 trial, right? And here is the option. It says expiring on 7th, sorry, 20th July, right? 20th July it is going to expire, right? But we have an option to extend it, right? So let's try to extend it. Okay. So this is the extension option for the subscription, or the trial version. So now it got extended, as you can see over here, expiring on, I don't know, this is August, September, October, right? October 19th. We will have this trial version of enterprise mobility plus security E5 until October, right? That is pretty nice offer from Microsoft, right? We got 3 months, if I'm not wrong, right? Right. So 3 months we got the extension of this mobility enterprise plus security, and it contains all Azure AD, Premium, Intune, all those Windows 10 Enterprise, right? No, I don't think Windows 10 Enterprise comes under this. That is a different trial. Okay, so it is pretty nice offer Microsoft is giving now. Let's try to find out what is here, right, in this. Let's go to. Okay, so that's, I think I wanted to show you the product. So, anyways, like, let's go back to the Azure portal and check whether any products got added over here or not. Okay, so you can see Microsoft 365 E5, and the advantage for us is, like, if this expires, probably we can extend this, right? And that can give you another 3 months. That would be like end of the year or next year, right? Until next year you will get this. If there is a trial extension for this one, right? Let's check whether there is any trial extension for this one, right? So let's go to your products over here, and once extended, that option is gone now, right? Now we have Microsoft 365 E5 trial. Now we have a option to extend it. I think this extension also uh, only for the 3 months or 90 days, I feel, right? So I don't want to extend it now because we already have this. Okay, so before I forget, I need to extend this before this particular date. Otherwise, it will go into into this kind of a stuff, right? So what happened? We forgot to extend the Intune trial version which we took initially, right? And it got expired and disabled on June 19th. Oh, sorry. Yeah, June 19th. Okay. So if you forget to extend and if you didn't check your mail like me, then probably you won't be able to extend after that particular date, right? So now the only option is to buy. Okay. So probably this is a trial version. You might not want to buy it, right? And if you are so particular about the the UPN, then probably it's worth buying it, right? Okay. Anyways, so we got a enterprise mobility. I'm sorry, E5 Microsoft 365 E5 license now. Now let's assign my users, right? Let's try Dave, Anoop, and Chitesh, right? Okay. So I'm assigning licenses to all the three users I have. And you can see Microsoft 365 E5 licenses have all these products in it. Licenses has all these products, right? Like ATP, Inf- Azure Information Protection, Premium 2, Azure Rights Management. Where is our stuff, right? Intune, everything will be there. Okay. So a lot of products are available in this trial version. So ideally, when you take the Intune trial or something, it is best to take Office Microsoft 365 E5 trial, right? So you will get all the products and you can check or test all the scenarios which you want. I'm going to say assign over here, and it says license as not assigned. Probably it's failed. Okay, so Dave, it is failed because I didn't do the location assignment for Dave. So yeah, this is what happened with me when we did the initial license assignment. So I'm going to his profile, and over here I think there is a usage location, right? Usage location. I'm going to say it is India or something, right? India. Okay. And I'm going to save it. And now let's go back to licenses and add him Office 365, no, Microsoft 365 license. And you can see how many products are associated with that Office Microsoft 365 license. Okay. Customer logbox. I don't know what is that. Okay. Now probably the license assignment. Okay, it got succeeded, right? Okay, that's cool. So let's now we sorted out our Microsoft 365 access. Now let's try to go over here and confirm this, right? How to confirm it? This is our Azure Active Directory join device, and now let's try to launch Outlook, right? And let's try to find out whether I have any mailbox or not, right? Admin, this is the user ID, okay? And it says product activated, right? And now it can find out a mailbox for associated with this particular user, okay? So I'm going to say yes. I'm going to remove that checkbox, and it will get launched now, right? So I got a proper license over here also I got a proper license for using Office 365, Outlook, mm, everything, right? So yeah, I can test this mail. I don't know whether I would be able to. Uh, what is a okay? So let's find out the user ID. I forgot again. Let's find out the user ID. It is admin at the rate how to manage devices. Come. Okay. Oh, now it's coming. My this is copy paste is trouble now today. Test. I don't know whether it is going to work or not, but anyways. Okay, it is sending at least. It says connected. Oh, okay, it worked, right? So it is working. Okay, so Outlook started working. Now probably we can test our scenarios, right? Related to app protection policies. So now we have a user to test it. Okay. Anyways, now let's go back to our Intune portal, right? And in Intune portal, you can see application protection policies right over here. If I filter with Windows like previously, you won't be able to see that. Okay, that is bit interesting scenario, right? But if you go to this particular policy on this particular blade, you would be able to see the option to create policies, right? And while creating the policy, you would be able to see three options: iOS, iPad OS, Android, Windows 10. We are going to create policies for Windows 10, right? And let's go before creating that, like let's go through all these nodes, right, available over here under the policy, right? Application protection policy. So application protection policies are not MDM policies. Probably this is sometimes applicable for both, right? MDM and MAM. I don't know how many of you know MAM. MAM is mobile application management, right? So that is without entirely managing the device, we only manage the corporate applications, right? We only manage the data leakage and we protect the corporate application, right? We don't manage users devices. That is basically MAM, right, ma'am? So you don't have an overhead as an organization. You don't have an overhead of managing your users' personal devices, right? In case of BYO scenario, so you can say, I will only manage the corporate application and data leakage and all the protection encryption of that particular application data, not the user's data. Okay, so that is MAM, mobile application management. So Intune is capable to do that. Um, I think you have already seen this in some of the enrollment scenarios which we had gone through previously. Okay, this policies are applicable for MAM and MDM. You can specify whether it is for MAM or whether it is only for MDM devices. Okay, so before going to that, let's go through all these nodes over here, right? App configuration policies. So this is another managed device policy, managed app policy. So as I mentioned, managed devices is MDM policies, right? So this is MDM policy. So this is only for the enrolled devices, right? Enrolled devices. Okay. So if you say I select Android, right, and probably work profile, I can say next. No, select app, right? So there will be okay. So I don't have any apps now, so I won't be able to do that. Okay. So let's manage app. Let's do a manage app. So it should automatically come up with some apps, right? So these are the default applications available in Microsoft ecosystem, right? So all these vendors already added these applications into the MAM policies, application management policies. Oh, sorry, mobile application management policies, right? For example, this version of Acrobat is enabled with MAM, okay, Intune MAM, right? So you would be able to deploy MAM related protection policies to this particular application, right? So this is, in other terms, what is it called is enlightened application, if I can say that correctly, right? So we will go through all these things in details in this week, right? And we will see what is it exactly, and kind of stuff like that, right? So policy configuration, office, this S mode, iOS provisioning profiles. So that is another something related to iOS. I'm not going to cover that today, right? And S mode, this is particularly for S mode related policies. If you want to create S mode related, S mode, right? Windows 10 S mode. That is like you won't be able to install any exe or MSI applications on that, if I'm not wrong, right? So that is only like store applications are available in that mode, right? That is Windows 10 S mode. Okay. And S mode related policies can be configured here. Policies for office applications, right? If you want to create policies for office applications, you can create over here, right? Don't get confused. We have seen office related configuration policies and office related admin template policies, administrative template policies, right? Okay, so don't get confused about this. Okay, we will see what does it exactly, right? When you create, you would be able to see what does it exactly, right? Probably we'll see that also. Okay, oh, that closed entire. Go back to our apps, okay, and the policy set, right? Policy set is another interesting option. Like you can create a set of policies, you can group a set of policies, right? You can set application management policies, group application management policies, device management policies, device enrollment policies, and make it a bundle of all the policies, like a product, right, for your organization. And we'll say, okay, I will deploy the entire policy set to a particular user or group of users, right? Okay, that is policy set. We will see that also. Okay, so let's go back to application protection policies and let's try to create one. Okay, at least start, right? Probably I'm going to select Windows 10, and over here I'm going to say, okay, let's say test for now, right? And we will see, go through the wizard, and tomorrow we will create the actual policies, right? Over here, this is important, right? This is what I told you about MDM and MAM. MAM is mobile application management. We are not going to manage the user's devices. We will manage only the application, right? So without enrollment means without MDM enrollment, right? So without MDM enrollment means we are not going to manage the mobile devices or Windows 10 devices. We are just going to manage the applications, corporate applications. Okay, so that is without enrollment. So if you want to deploy policies, application protection policies for the enrolled devices, for MDM managed devices, right? Like this one, right? Like this one, we have enrolled this device to MDM, right? And same like the other one, right? This is also MDM enrolled device. You can see if you go to sorry, not control panel, settings, you can see this is MDM enroll device, right? So if you want to deploy a policy to this, then you need to select with enrollment. Okay. Or earlier, I have seen some options like with or without enrollment, right? So now I don't see that. Probably it's somewhere else I saw this option. Okay. So click next. If you click next, you will see like these are the allowed, these are the apps allowed to access your enterprise data, right? These are the only application allowed to access your enterprise data, right? So what it says is basically if you have some other mail client over here, right, in your Windows 10 device, if you try to access your corporate mail with that mail client, it might not allow, right? So for example, if you have a third party mail client, not Outlook, right? And if you try to access office mail or corporate mail with that client, it might not allow, right? So not directly with this policy, you need to have other policies as well, but this is one of the option, right? We will see that what is it exactly tomorrow probably. Okay. And there are a lot of automatically populated applications which are available for Windows, right? We selected Windows over here. That is why it shows only the Windows applications, right? So as you can see, company portal, notepad, right? This is my favorite one, right? And you can see MS Paint, right? And you can see the type. Check out the description or table heading, right? Name of the application, product name. This is pretty much important when we try to create a custom application, right? We try to add a custom application, right? And you can see which type of application is this, right? Store application or desktop application. If it says desktop application, then it is a Win32 application. Okay. And publisher is also an important component in this configurations, right? So you can say notepad and select okay, then it will come over here. Okay. And when you say next, you would be able to see Windows information protection policies, and there are different options over here. Once you block it, you won't be able to copy paste the data from an unmanaged from a managed application to an unmanaged application. For example, if you no, not this one, if you have a mail content over here, right? I have a mail content. This is a manage. Let's assume this is an enterprise application. We already applied the policies. Then I won't be able to copy this, and I won't be able to paste this into Google, right? So it will say no, this is not allowed, right? Because this is a corporate uh, content and you are not allowed to copy paste this. But in this scenario we have not applied any policy, that is why it is allowing us to copy it, right? So I think we are almost there in regards to the time with regards to the time. So let's open up for the questions now. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Okay,
And
so
can we see the application usage like how we see in SCCM?
metering, I don't think metering, I have seen any metering options from Intune, to be honest. Probably I will check and confirm back, right? My initial response is I have not seen that, but I will double check and confirm you back. tomorrow probably, right?
Okay.
There's no policies which I can see which can help us to configure the metering rules like SCCM.
Okay. All right. Also, the mailbox which we integrated, we can use our corporate email ID, is it?
Say that again, sorry.
You configured Outlook 365. So instead of
Hmm.
that, can we use our organization out, Outlook?
For testing, you mean to say?
No, I didn't understand why that Outlook was configured, Outlook 365.
Uh-huh.
But
Uh,
instead, can we use our organization email ID?
so
Sorry, you
no,
might
no,
be
no, no. I'm
confused.
trying. I'm trying to understand, right? So what is happening over here, right? Basically, we have an organization called how to manage devices over here. So this is the organization which we are talking about here, right? So I am configuring a mailbox for this particular organization now. That is what we did today. Okay. So we created a mailbox for this particular user and we purchased a license, right, to create the mailbox and to have access to mails. Okay, that is what we did. But yeah, officially, technically, if you ask, yeah, you can add additional accounts and you can add your office accounts in over here, right? Account setting is somewhere, it is there actually. Add accounts, right? If you click on add accounts, you can add your official accounts or corporate accounts into Outlook. That's not an issue. But
Yeah, if I want to add my client email ID as well, I mean client organization email, because yeah, that was
yeah,
my question.
yeah, that might create some issues if you have some MAM policies or mobile application management policies, etc., etc., right? If you have any MFA related policies, right? So like multi-factor authentication for that particular email, client's email, then it might create issues. Otherwise it should work.
Okay, thank you.
No worries. Okay, if you don't have any other questions, thank you all for joining in today. And we'll speak to you tomorrow, same time, same place. Have a great day ahead. Bye bye.
Thanks, Anup.
Thank you.